come to realize something important I want to share with you, because if you want to upgrade your mindset and becomes the CEO of your life, we all have the tendency to toughen up, to put even more male energy inside ourselves, that we really need to be something and someone else. And we start to forget our feelings, our emotions, our heart. And actually, if you really think about it, what is the most important in life? I mean, is that to become more tough, or is it become more softer? And of course, the balance would be great. But most of us, we have the tendency to become more male and to just do it and just get action. But it's a lot of outgoing energy. And I think the balance would be great. But let's talk about that balance, because I am talking about a balance between feminine energy and male energy. Because let's be honest, it is great that you have access to feminine energy. That is more the soft side, the more letting go, allowing, having connection with people, talking from the heart, empathy, but also powerful, but from the heart power, the heart centeredness. And then there is the male energy, and the male energy is very outgoing, action driven, go get it, and go for it. And it both has terrific sides. But, and that's why I want to share with you today, we really need to feed ourselves, everyone on this whole planet, with feminine energy. Because we know the tough side, we know the male energy. I mean, you see it everywhere, right? Most people in politics, geopolitics, marketing, etc., most people are men, right? It's male energy. And I think it's amazingly important, especially in these dynamic times that we are in, that we put more focus on the feminine side. And that is becoming the CEO of your heart. So let's talk about peace, just peace. Because if you realize that everyone on this whole planet wants peace, and not only peace in the world, but mostly most important, inner peace. That you really feel at peace with your mind, with your heart, with your mind, with your being, and that you feel aligned with something bigger than yourself. And you can call it the great something, or God, or universe, or source, or whatever. But these are qualities that tends to be forgotten in the world where we are in, because we all need to go to work. We have to get money in, and a lot of people are in survival mode. And it's important that even when you are in survival mode, that you take at least 5 minutes per day, maybe in the morning, that I would suggest that, to really dive in and really connect and embrace the feminine part of you. We must not forget the feminine part. And I'm talking about peace, because you didn't come here to follow the rules. You didn't come here to impress anyone. Not yourself, not your boss, not your parents, not your spouse, not your children, right? You came here with a heart full of love and peace and compassion and empathy. Look at little children. They most children are running, they are playing, they are joyful, they want to discover everything and anything, and they are open and they go for it. They always find something to play with if nothing is around. So why should we as adults not go back and see how these little children are doing their life, and let's grab something of their playfulness and put it in our own lives? Because peace is not something only for yoga retreats, right? That you are sitting on your cushion and meditate and are in full alignment. Peace is also be playful, be joyful, be a, be be with the trees, the plants, the grass, everything that is alive, right? And just start to play with it, start to talk to it. That is what I do most of the time. I feel really connected with every living creature, what is here, of creature or being or tree or plant or a stone or whatever. And when you start to do such little things, talk to your plants, talk to talk to the food that you are eating, it gives such a feeling of gratitude. And gratitude and peace and playfulness all belongs together. So how do you put more peace in yourself? Well, the very first thing is, and that seems so stupid, and you have heard it already millions of times, and that is love yourself. And actually, I want to give you another point of view about it, because love yourself, it's like, are there two persons? Love yourself, like there is an I that, and there is an myself. So that sounds great. That sounds a little bit crazy, right? So love yourself. Why not just love? Not love yourself, but why not just love? Love, love when you look into your own eyes in the mirror and see this wonderful loving eyes that look at you, and and see love in the food that you are eating, and be really grateful for the food that is on your plate. And it has grown for you. It's there were people involved who took it, who did a lot of things with it and brought it to you on your plate, right? To the store, so you could eat it or drink it, right? So look with love to the trees, to the plants, to the animals. All animals, not only pets, with all animals, the birds, the pigs, the cows, the you know every animal. Just look with love. And if you find it difficult because you are running and keeping all the things together in your mind, and there's a lot of things going on, the only thing you need to do is just pronounce the word love. Just say it right now with me together. Love. See? It is that simple. You bring instantly the frequency of love inside of you and around you. And when there is love, there is no war, right? It is impossible to create war when there is love. And the only thing you need to do is just say it, love. And you also don't have to say, I want love, because then it is like it is not here right now. But everything is already here. So you don't have to want something because it's there. You only need to align yourself with the frequency of what you want. And the most simple thing is just say it out loud. Love, joy, freedom. And just ask your higher self or wisdom self or inner peace self, or however you call it, what can you give me for a sign that brings more of love into my life today? Or what brings me more joy today? Or what brings me more freedom today? The feeling of freedom. Because I think we all have forgotten how much heart power we all have. And we are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You came here to be here. You came here to be here and to be conscious where with whatever you are experiencing. Just be conscious. Just see the beauty of everything and everyone. Because when you do that, you kind of zooming out of all these situations and circumstances where you are struggling, and you kind of zoom out and you look. I always say it like you are watching from an eagle view to your life and to the circumstances and everything where you are in that may be challenging for you. When you zoom out and you have the eagle view, everything becomes at peace and love and joy and playfulness, because then there is no problem at all. But you really need to step out the micro stuff and go into the macro. The is that the word? The macro, the zooming out. And you go into the expansion. And if you pronounce the word love and just say expand, love, expand, love, expand, you can feel right now. I feel it also right now. This love expands. So it's the frequency of love goes in front of you and at the side of you and in the back of you and above you and under your feet. It's everywhere. It's like an aura field, an energetic field full of love. And maybe when you look at it with your inner eye, your third eye, you can see that it goes 3 meters around you, or 6, or maybe 10. And when you are in that kind of frequency and you go outside the door, maybe to your work or do the groceries or bringing the children to clubs or whatever, and you are in that frequency, you will instantly notice not only how you feel inside of you with yourself and with everything and everyone around you, but you also will get it back from maybe someone cycles by and he or she has a smile on her face looking at you, right? Even if you don't know that person. Or you suddenly get something extra when you're doing your grocery stuff. I mean, a lot of things can happen if you choose for the frequency of love. And when there is love, there is peace. And I think we all need to align ourselves with the frequency and with the vibration of peace. If we are truly if we truly want peace, we start to go within and just say peace, peace expands, peace expands, or love expands, peace expands. And you also start to notice, if you do this on a regular basis every day, you start to notice you will choose different ways. You will choose different things to eat. Because if you are eating something that is not aligning with love and peace, it will give friction, and it might be that you also start feeling that inside of you, that it's not totally, that it feels well in your body, right? So if you want anything to change, first start with feeling that you are the ambassador, the CEO of heart, of love, of peace, of joy, of playfulness, of vulnerability, or whatever that you choose. But love and peace, I think and I feel, these are very important, especially in these times, because we live in uncertain times, right? So instead of toughen ourselves up and be bold and blah blah blah, we have enough of that in the world. Look around you. I mean, everybody is walking with a cell phone, and that is a square. And I have learned from my light team I be with, I have learned from the light team that if you constantly have a square around you, a screen, a laptop, a desktop, a cell phone, whatever, you also can become a square. And that is, it has angles. A square has angles, right? But if we are more into love and peace and compassion and empathy, you hear it already. It has such um, a softer sound, right? And when it's soft, it is round. There are no angles, so there is no friction. Everything that is round, like a circle, is actually the wholeness. That is everything connected with each other, and everything is connected with each other and with everyone and anyone and everything, right? And that is the connection that I'm talking about. But first, let's start with ourselves first. So just say the word love expands or joy expands, and really feel inside of you what that does for you. Because it will give you a total other point of view on life, and it also will give you a total other point of view on anything, on on how you experience relationships, friendships, your work, your spare time, how you are in a friendship that is a little bit challenging, or in a relationship that's a little bit challenging. If you when you go to work and you just take 5 minutes or 3 minutes, maybe 3 minutes or 2 minutes, and just find a quiet place before you go to work, before you get out of the house, or not going to work but doing something else, before you go out of the house, take at least 3 minutes and breathe just breathe, shoulders low, and no wrinkles in your forehead, and just calm, right? And just do the belly breathing. And then just say whatever word comes up for you. Love expands. Love expands, right? And just do that at least 3 minutes. You will have a total other day, but the persons you are surrounded with also will have another day. Because one person with a love radiance has an energy field that is impacting everything and anything on the whole planet. Because if you are at peace with yourself, and it is like it is affecting everything and everyone, right? Everyone and everything in your surroundings will start to become peaceful and relaxed, because that is what frequencies are doing, right? So just choose peace and love and joy and playfulness and whatever word comes up for you, and start your day with that. And if a challenge comes up, a friction, something that needs to be solved, and you just notice, just be conscious about it, that you feel like, oh, I'm toughen up, I'm putting in my male energy, just start to notice that. Because we all have been trained like that, being programmed like that we have to fight. But what if instead of fighting, we just say those two words in yourself or out loud, whatever: love, expand, right? And just see what it does for you. So in the next video, I am going to tell you a little bit more about how you can surround yourself even more with love, heart-centered people, and how you can attract more of love and joy and peace into your life, right? So let's go to the next video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I really wish for you that you have the most profound, fantastic, joyful day today. Okay, ciao, ciao.